Hello there. So the major updates for the day, some of those rapid antibody test kits are finally likely to arrive from China. So maybe testing can accelerate. Although there was something like 28,000 tests done yesterday with just 3.2% of those tests being positive. So that is something we've got to keep on tracking. Meanwhile, opposition leader Rahul Gandhi today held a press conference, said that the lockdown by itself isn't enough. We need to do other things. We need to step up testing. He also had some suggestions for the government on the economic front. He said specifically, all that food grain that is lying in our godown should be used and should be distributed. 10 kilos per person is what he was talking about to the poor. He said that there should be an accelerated cash transfer to the poor through the direct benefit system. He said, don't call it nyaya if you don't want to, but just go ahead and do it. This is not the time to be stingy. And third, he said that small industries do need a certain amount of assistance so that people don't start getting thrown out of their work. He finally ended by saying that India is going to win this and we're all going to be united and we are standing with the government and this is not the time to fight. So we did hear really from the opposition today in this press conference. Let's see how all of that is going to go. Remember, the states and the center will have to work closely together to really kick the virus. But let's quickly take you through all the major stories that happened today.
Congress leader Rahul Gandhi on Thursday said that lockdown is not the lasting solution to fight the coronavirus. Addressing a briefing via video conferencing, Gandhi called the lockdown just a pause button, warning that the virus will continue to spread after the lockdown is lifted. He also called for random testing to broad base the fight against COVID-19.
A lockdown is in no way a solution to the COVID virus. It is as if you've hit pause and stopped the virus in its tracks until the lockdown. When we come out of the lockdown, the virus is going to start its work again. So it is very important that we have a strategy to come out of the lockdown.
Congress leader Rahul Gandhi on Thursday called for testing on a massive scale to fight the coronavirus. Addressing a virtual press briefing, Gandhi said that the testing is the main and only weapon against the virus. Calling for random and aggressive testing, Rahul said that this is the only way to isolate the virus.
Testing is our main weapon against the virus. It is a strategic weapon. It has to be used like a strategic weapon.
Claiming that he was not on a mission to criticize but only to give constructive feedback, Rahul Gandhi, addressing a press conference on Thursday, said that all parties must look beyond political lines and come together in the fight against COVID-19.
नरेंद्र मोदी जी से बहुत चीजों में डिसएग्री करता हूं, मगर आज लड़ने का टाइम नहीं है. आज देश के साथ देश को एक करके वायरस से लड़ने का टाइम है.
After repeated delays, 6.5 lakh rapid antibody testing kits from China are on their way to India. India's ambassador to China, Vikram Misri, tweeted on Thursday morning that the kits have been dispatched from the Hongzhou airport. The RTKs that the Indian government ordered from China were supposed to arrive first by April 5th, then April 9th, finally by Wednesday. Now they're on their way. China, the world's biggest supplier of personal protection equipment, has reportedly sent some poor quality kits to India that have been found to be unusable. An Economic Times report says that the consignments that failed the quality tests are those received as donations to the government of India from private firms. The report added that 170,000 PPE kits that arrived in India on April 5th, about 50,000 failed quality tests. The kits were tested at the Defence Research and Development Organisation laboratory in Gwalior.
The Ministry of Civil Aviation on Thursday said that airlines will have to refund the full amount of fare booked during the first lockdown period, that is from the 25th of March to the 14th of April. If sought, the airline would have to refund the amount without any cancellation charges within 3 weeks. This is applicable to both domestic and international bookings for air travel between the 25th of March to the 3rd of May, the ministry has said.
Mobile phones, televisions, refrigerators, laptops and stationery items will be allowed to be sold through e-commerce platforms like Amazon, Flipkart and Snapdeal from April 20th amid the lockdown, officials said on Thursday. By opening the sector, the government is trying to protect the interests of a large segment of employees who are engaged in the logistics and delivery works of such e-commerce platforms.
The 13th edition of the Indian Premier League is indefinitely postponed due to the coronavirus pandemic. The move came after PM Narendra Modi extended the nationwide lockdown till 3rd May. This left the BCCI with no option but to indefinitely postpone the cash-rich T20 league. Interestingly, the board is now aiming to stage a shortened version of the league later in the year. If reports are to be believed, then the world's richest cricket board will flex its financial muscles to convince the ICC to give them a window later in the year, which could further flare up tensions with some other cricketing boards. IPL, remember, is the only domestic cricket tournament which features an ICC's Future Tours program.
A drone that was being used for monitoring a Noida society after the spread of coronavirus has gone missing, and police have engaged more drones to find it. The drone went missing 4 or 5 days back, and its last location was traced to the under construction Supertech North 1 building. According to IANS, the Supertech Cape Town Society in Noida Sector 75 has been declared a hotspot for the coronavirus. 4 or 5 days ago, the Sector 49 police station staff had asked for a drone to monitor the situation in the society. The police department had hired a drone from a private company. Gold continued to surge on the MCX on Thursday and hit a new record high of 47,000 rupees per 10 grams. This was the third consecutive session when gold has made a new high. The demand for gold has risen of late as other asset classes, including the stock markets, remain subdued amid the coronavirus crisis and the nationwide lockdown.
China may be hit by a second wave of COVID-19 in November, top medical experts have warned. Zhang Wenhong, who heads the COVID-19 clinical expert team in Shanghai, expects that in the long term, countries will have to take a flexible approach to recurring outbreaks. While countries around the world may be able to bring the deadly pandemic under adequate control by autumn, the coming winter may bring a second wave of infections in China and elsewhere in the world, he warned. Issuing a set of guidelines for private users to follow and stay safe in case they use it, the government on Thursday said that Zoom is not a safe platform for video conferences. The guidelines will prevent unauthorized entry in the conference room and even malicious activity by authorized participants on terminals of other participants. It would also avoid DOS attacks by restricting users through passwords and granting access.